Okay, so the first card we have is blocked hot chocolate. So someone's hot chocolate is blocked, or it's closed off, or closed in, or just set off. So we have issues, intention. So they have issues and intention with affection, balance, beauty, passion, empathy, healing, love, mindfulness, nurture, and relationship. That's why the shit is blocked. This is what they want blocked, the hot chocolate. Because that shit is blocked because they have issues with, you know, affection, balance, beauty, compassion, empathy, healing, and love, and more. Next we have is recharge your energy, distance yourself, take a break, vacation, pamper, indulge, do the things that make you happy. Okay. Something significant about three feminines. Now we have energy vampire. This could be an energy vampire. This could be someone that rather suck up all of the energy because they don't know how to open their heart chakra or think for themselves or use their own mentality. We have excessively demanding your attention and emotional support. So this is someone that's gonna always crave for emotional support, attention, excessively, because that mask will never come off. Something that's not all cracked up to be. Something significant about cracked skin. Someone can have like eczema or chapped skin. Okay. Something about skin repair. Confirmation. Okay, confirmation. Said it before it happened. Okay. If something can happen before, you know, it gets larger than what it already is. Let's see what this block hot chocolate is about. This could be a scorn lover. This could be a scorn somebody. You know, that feels protected by themselves, to be honest. No. Oh. So a little, let's see what's blocked. Yeah, fire. This could be someone could be fired up. Someone could be starting a fire intentionally. This could be a fire sign. Shots fired. Or someone, you know, flame is going to be lit within. And so the fire. Someone could be fiery. But yeah, this is someone that's just blocked emotionally, energetically, physically, all over. Now, let's move on. Let's see what that. Yeah. This is someone that's gonna fake someone's death. This is someone that plan on faking their own death. Or this is someone that's planning to fake someone's death. Why? You never know. Something significant about the lizard. Yeah, dating. Yeah, this is someone that's just fake dating someone so they can set their death or plan their death. And this is the motive, the intention. That's why they're energy vampire. They can think for themselves, see for themselves, you know, look within themselves. This is someone that's just obsessively demanding something that they could find within. So let's move on. Let's see what the fire is about. Landfill, landmine. Something about bulldozer, farm, or farmer. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, spouse, partner. Yeah, this is someone That's literally planning this. Where they, plan this out, thought this out. And this could be a couple. This could either be a couple or someone else's spouse or lover. Also her spouse in crime, lover in crime, partner in crime. Let's move on. What I think means about, yeah, jealousy. I don't understand. This could be someone that's already in a relationship or already committed to something or to someone. And they're jealous, they're very jealous, really just pouring out of them. Literally. So this is their plan to do that because they're jealous or they're just showing a lot of jealousy. And they could be jealous of a new connection, new love, while they're just stuck in an old cycle, old relationship, old trap, old nonsense. Moving on. Now this is someone that's going to literally show their jealous side, their jealous rage within to plan someone's death or fake someone's death or to cover up the promoting. Yeah, so this is their motive, their tactic. This is someone that's always in their ego, where they just live in their ego, faithfully. Moving on. This could be a male. That's gonna show their jealous, rage. I don't know why I keep picking up this movie, Holiday Heart. Those who know what Holiday Heart is know what I'm talking about. Same perspective, different, character. The only difference is, you know, the drag queen. I mean, there are some, you know, drag queens that go this way, where they, experience this. I also heard drag queen on there that just slipped out. Drag queen. There's something significant about male strippers. I don't know, I heard male strippers. Yeah, if they can have female strippers, they can have male strippers. So let's move on. What's this? Yeah, male. Yeah. Trapped in their own fucking mind. I don't know why you have male inside. Someone could be inside someone's home, inside someone's space. Male on the inside. I heard inside job, inside lover. I never heard inside lover, inside spouse, partner. This could be like a comic couple, a comic lover. Something about the couple, like two in pair. They literally planned this, orchestrated out of jealousy, out of ego, and them just excessively demanding attention, literally. So, if someone could be healing, and this is someone that's looking for healing, but at the same time, not when you claiming someone's death or faking someone's death, or this is what they already did. I don't know, because that shit is blocked. That fucking blocked. Let's see the stepdad. Mm, let's move on. Something significant about stepdad. We have homicide. Something about a homicide detective. I also have blood splatter. I want to see what they're really thinking though. You just never know. We have fire and jealousy. Yeah, that's someone who has a lot of rage with it. Yeah, this is someone that's gonna look for a small favor, gonna ask for a small favor. They're gonna ask someone to do that work. Either do the dirty work or they're gonna hire someone. Says I'm hoping you can help me with something small. Yeah, this is someone that's gonna look for something small, ask for something small, to do something, to plan something for someone. You never know. Somebody has faith in death. So they can sabotage you and then plan this motive for this plan. That's how you know people are not fucking sleep. But let's move on. It says, I'm deliberately working to undermine your effort, and I'm deliberately sending you to a place where you belong. But let's move on. So they can continue to undermine someone's effort, their work, their ability, or underestimate them all they want. Or they can plan, they can use many tactics all they want. They can block, sabotage all they want. Just know what they are planning is real. What they think is going to happen is only going to happen to them. So they might as well think twice, surrender, but face their own fate. So, gaslight. We have I will deliberately manipulate your perception of reality until you are doubting your own experience. And this is what they want. This is what they rather, you know, do. Gaslight, sabotage, block, so they can do something, plan. Like the only person that they are fooling is themselves. The only person that they are gaslighting is themselves. The only person that they are sabotaging is themselves because the police and the collective. I don't know who the fuck this is. This is someone who is just blind, can't even see themselves, but trying to sabotage and gaslight is not gonna work on someone who can see your plan, your motive to hurt someone, to harm someone. They're not fooling anyone but themselves. So the only person that they can guilt trip, make other feel sorry for them is the one that's gonna fall victim to the bullshit. Not on. Not the tribe, not the collective. I don't think so. And this is someone that's gonna be held accountable for their action. And they must face the consequences that they have put out there. Now, it says we seem very along a lot of ways. You're my kind of people. Yeah, something about farm, landscaping. I did mention bulldozer. About trash everywhere. It's just something about trash in a place where there's trash. Something about trash. So we have tribe. So a landfill, landmine could be significant. What about this spouse or partner? Yeah, we have travel. Yeah, this is someone that's planning to travel towards you. Planning to planning to travel someone. Planning to travel towards someone to sabotage them, gaslight them, and then fake their death, or cause a death, or make something look like a fake death. This could be someone's partner in crime, loving crime, to pass that come out confirmation. So This is the model. Says I think we should take a trip. Don't even trust this individual. I don't even take a trip with this individual at all. Not when they want to sabotage someone, block someone. Then on top of that, fake their death or plan their death. Yeah, this could be a spouse. This could be a partner. This could be a couple, a comic couple. What about this comic? Yeah, they are unfunny. Yeah, that explains how jealous they are, how unsatisfied they are, how unhappy they are, and they think they can come into your energy and gaslight or sabotage you when you can see what they're actually doing. When you can see their hidden motive, so they're not fooling anyone but themselves. Yeah, they have a hostile attitude, a hostile life, an unfunny ass life, unhappy ass life, unsatisfied ass life. This is who they are. A nasty ass ego ass life. This is who they are. So if they're planning to come towards you, you already know who this individual is. Yeah. And then they're gonna come in and check in, or pretend like they're checking in, or when they catch up. No. Everything is going fine without this individual. They need to go. What are they doing? Elsewhere. Moving on. Yeah. It's not my favorite, and I'm funny. I'm fully my ass. Yeah, this is someone that want you to accept their offer. Something about coffee. I don't know about her. This is someone that's planning to do something to your coffee. That could be significant for somebody. Not with that funny ass attitude. I don't think so. It's just someone that wants to offer you something, but it's not in a friendly matter. It's more of a I want to take you out matter and then take over matter. But what they don't understand is what they send towards you, it's gonna come back. And they also don't understand if they want to walk in your shoes, they're gonna have to start from scratch one, from the bottom, from the very bottom. So, do they really want to switch live? Do they really want to spot destiny? To get where you are? Yeah, this is someone that's broken or they're broke, but yet they want to sabotage you. They want to they want to fake your death. I don't think so. Yeah, this is someone that's desperate, desperately, will do anything for money. Like I said, their spirit could be broken and they could be broke, in pocket. Yeah, this is why they like to fake flex. They keep up with the Joneses, you know. Only people who keep up with the Joneses, they don't partook. They don't, don't, think responsibly. Yeah, she's someone that acts rich, flosses money, acts fancy, so but yeah, their priorities are, jacked up. I'm not in the right place. But let's move forward. But they rather keep up with the Joneses. This is who they are. Yeah. It's just someone that's looking for evidence, proof, facts about something. If someone already saw the truth or the evidence or the fact about someone or this individual, they're not slick. They should really question themselves. Like literally. It says this individual want you back. See, this is someone that's traveling towards you. This could be a spouse, a partner, a lover, ex. could be anybody. They want you back, or they want the connection back. Something about relieving pain. Let's move on. Who is this unfunny ass individual? This could be an impersonator. Oh my god. This don't have to be like I said, this don't have to be a partner, a spouse, or a lover. This could be anybody. Then it's funny how impersonator came out. This could be, someone that wants to be you, act like, dress just like, look like, copies you. Something about clones. Also her body clones. Skinwalker. Shapeshifter. That's what they are. And this is why they are excessively demanding your attention, your time, or your life. Live the same life as you, but they're gonna have to experience the same pain as you if they want the same life as you. So it ain't just you know, always, friendly, if you know what I mean. But this individual, they're not friendly at all. At all. The fact that we have jealousy, then on top of that impersonator, then we have imposter. But yet they're gonna ask for a small favor, but yet they need a small favor. Ain't that something? But you're coming with this, energy, this motive, this tactic. I wouldn't trust the individual at all. If they're coming at you like this, mm-mm, no, it's something that they want from you, or something that you have within that they're searching for, that they're looking for. And the real answer is they must search within. Because real happiness, real peace comes from within, not from another person. It's never because of another person. Confirmation. Never. So, you need to get that through the brain of theirs. Instead of trying to be like someone, instead of trying to be like another individual, they need to be themselves. Think for themselves. Yeah, but they're fake flex to get with what you already have. But they have to, you know, also they have to fall their way or scream their way up to the top. Meanwhile, you had done the hard work, or you did the work, and there's just, they went the shortcut way out. Confirmation. They went the shortcut way out. It doesn't look like that. And this is someone that only wants to reconnect with you. They only wants to, be around you so they can copy you. They become you, or just like you, or look like you. But this is someone that always takes flex. So beware of an offer from individuals, or this is someone that you know that wants to block your heart chakra because that shit is blocked. But on top of that, they want to be you, become you. Them and their lover, or them and their spouse, whoever the fuck they are. Or this could be like a common couple. Like I said, they haven't done the work, they're not doing the work, they're not going within. But yet they're watching, they're creeping, how you're doing things, how you're, motivating yourself. But at the same time, they should be, motivating themselves, looking at themselves, going deeper. But some people, they don't want to do that. Yeah, and they never have the facts. They always, make up shit and lies. Or this is a liar. They're just fucking liars. And for someone that don't want the truth to come out, their ugliness to come out, their ugly mask that they're hiding. They don't want people to know who they really are behind the scenes. Man, if I can just show you some of the things that people do behind the scenes, you might think that, you might think that they hide behind that mask really well, but the shit that they do behind the scenes, it makes you want to just expose their eyes. Because it's like, why would I do that when I can just save it up for all evidence and when I show you who you really are, what you're really about, you wouldn't understand it either. So, it's best to have or already, find evidence than to be like, hmm, I know why you're all this way. I know why. And then you just wonder why. You just reflect and just go within. You be like, yeah, we know why. So, half of the things that you don't even want to expose or the shit is disgusting. You be surprised what people can do behind the scenes, how nasty they are. Like I said, sometimes they can look cute or handsome on the outside, but deep down, who they really are, their evil, I say their evilish ways, you'd be surprised what they do. When they can't get what they want, and when they can't get the assistance they want from you, you know, you'd be surprised how nasty they are under that mask and how lazy they are. Man or woman, you have childhood friends. They have dad issues, mommy issues. Yeah, Virgo, that's funny. When my reading shut down the last one, it stopped at Virgo. So something's gonna come out of Virgo. Let's move on. We have this female has two or more baby fathers. This individual that's attacking, or this individual that is, wants to be you, or this individual, confirmation. That's just doing too much to become you. So now let's move forward. Yeah, fire sign setting you up, and that's the first card that came out. My last reading came out two fire signs, so I did mention about two feminine fire signs to be significant, or two, masculine fire signs. Either way, now this card came out fire. Heavy on the fire. I mean, we do have a full moon in Aquarius, so something about fire sign or fire energy or fire placement. We have fire sign setting you up. Like I said, if you are something about fire sign or this fiery energy, it's fired up. That's something interesting shit. But we're gonna keep moving. We're gonna move forward. What about this individual? You have a church member. Yeah, this person is a leech. Yeah, we have hotel worker. International. Man or woman. We have sister. This could be a comic individual and a lover. Yeah, this person is not sorry. So we're gonna move forward. Two or more females stalking you, or they could be hired two or more females to stalk you or watch you. Yeah. Someone that can't think for themselves. We have your gift gives them. Yeah. Because they don't want the ugly side to come out. The ugly mask to come out. Yeah. And the air sign setting you up. So we have an air sign, fire sign, and delusional ones. Someone that's just very delusional. An informant. Yeah, someone could have hired an informant or using an informant. These are the same individuals that don't know that you know who they are, who they hired. You don't know that you know, especially if you're an intuitive. You know, you have the ability to see right through them. Mommy issue, yeah. Two lovers plotting. Like I said, The individual don't know that you know, and this is why your gift fears them, the ability to see right through them, fears them. Man and woman, you have Gemini that flipped out. Okay, what about this energy? Let's see what this is. Yeah, this is someone that have a lot of regrets about something, or they're feeling regretful, or they want to. They're gonna be feeling it. But at the same time, they will never sorry. Yeah, this is someone that have a secret account, fake account, watching from fake account, secret account, spying, looking you up, doing something behind fake pages, watching from fake pages. We have funeral. Like I said, they're planning to set you up, plan this death trap, to fake your death. And like I said, it's gonna end up with they don't like. So we have master figure, secret account, I'm gonna pick one more because I'm gonna see what that funeral is about. And this is someone that's planning, like I said, a death trap. Or a death maze. Yeah, fake busy, fake death. Yeah, so they can plan this motive. Or, yeah, and this is why they are ashamed. They're guilt, embarrassed, or they're wrong about something, or they're going to. Yeah, this is someone that needs to separate themselves, so search and reflect. Go within. So they did all of this to harm someone, to plan someone death, or to trap someone in a death plot. They don't realize you can see right through that. It's like a hidden. It's like seeing. It's like seeing this individual is like seeing a spider web. That's how you know they are coming miles away. Or they're planning to see it miles away. It's like they are trapped in their own spider web. Their own web of lies. Moving on. Let's see what this is. Something speaking about Monday. Yeah, we have on a rainy day in December. Something significant about December. At dawn, so around 3 to 5 a.m. in the morning. I also heard December 2nd could be significant on a stormy day. Yeah, in September. So September 12th could be significant. Or December 9th could be significant. Yeah, so it's proceed with caution. So someone is very cautious or very, or they're going to be very cautious about something, about someone. Yeah, about Monday. We have Monday, within a month from now at midnight. There's something significant about Monday midnight. So we have proceed with caution. I'm gonna pick one. Let me see what this is. Yeah, clown. Yeah, this is someone that is a master of their energy, a master of their clown. Or they are the master of their own kingdom. And this is why they're very cautious and aware who is trying to take them down or take them out. Or this could be like a karmic couple or a karmic lover or karmic energies. You know. Yeah, the only reason why they're doing it because they see you have mastered yourself. They see you have, you know, you are the owner of your own, energy, of your own life, your own destiny. Meanwhile, they rather snatch it off your head. Why? Because they're just unsatisfied with the life that they are living in. They should have thought about that when they were planning, when they were praying on your downfall. Yeah. Something significant about basement, storage, imprisonment, down. Something about the basement at the bottom of something. And someone could live in the basement, sleep in the basement. And here's someone that's trapped in the basement. We have whistleblower. Betrayal, report, expose, leak. Or someone's gonna leak something online. And this is someone that sees you as a whistleblower. So you can see the ill intent. If someone has the proof, they have the facts about something, or they have the information, the data, the timeline on something about, COVID, I heard COVID investigator. If someone is, good at investigating something, or someone good at computer, or they just, good at, with information, or data, or, analyzing. Some said, I also heard backup digital, data, intuition, never lies. Or someone good at working behind the scenes, working behind the computers, or the keyboard. Something about the big screen. We have intuition, so someone needs to listen to their intuition a lot more. Yeah, and this is someone that can bite more than they can chew. Yeah, someone that's deep thinking, remembering something, solving the puzzle, or someone has the code word or something, or they know the code word, or they see the code word. So something is foggy up in the air. Not anymore. Also heard tic-tac-toe, but let's see when. What about this? Yeah, we have pay attention to signs. The synchronicities you have been noticing are not coincidence. And this isn't a coincidence. So something about a repeated, cycle. I also heard a repeated cycle of abuse or a repeated cycle of heartache. Um, I don't say stupid motherfuckers, but let's move forward. Yeah, when when something is not a coincidence, it's planned. Like I said, coincidence are planned. Fate and destiny are meant are meant to happen. Coincidence are nothing but planned events. So pay attention to the signs, be aware of it, be cautious, you know. Yeah, and it says stay optimistic. Positive thinking and faith will bring romance into your life. Real romance. Not that fiction, not that abuse love, not that, blind ass love that people are so blind and desperate to be in. Some, not everybody. Yeah, and that's when, real balance and gratitude. The more you put yourself first, the more real romantic, not to be romantic, but real, genuine love come through. Okay. So, regardless of this, you know, individual, karmic lover, karmic couple, family member, friend, whoever, continue to pay attention to the signs. Continue to pay attention to their, intentions, their motive, their desperate ways. Moving forward, you know, something about code word. Or someone has broken the code, and they're going to continuously doing it till they realize that it's not a game. So, the more you focus on your intuition, gut feeling, intuition and gut feeling are two different things, but the more you rely on them, the better. It will save you from danger, you know, continue to use your discernment. So regardless of this individual, discernment is key. Being cautious is key. Being aware is key. Because something is an eye opener. Someone has opened their eye, they're going to. So keep your eyes open. Pay attention to the signs. Be aware of it. Know it's hidden beneath that big ass basement mask. That's all it is. It's all a mask to cover something up. Or to cover the hidden, ugly, demonic, evilish ways up. So, why they think that this shit is demonic? No, you should see the shit that people do in real life. The lies, the thing that you would see what they do, you'd be surprised what they do in person. Oh my god. You'd be surprised. You would think that this shit is ritual. No, the shit that people do behind the scenes. Oh my god. Sometimes I just want to expose it and literally show the evidence. Cause sometimes it's not worth it. But as long as I have the information, the evidence, what they do, and how nasty they get, man, it's best I keep their secrets to myself because, yeah. You know, that's when they really start attacking. When they don't like the truth, when they can't stand the truth. When the real issue is themselves. But sometimes people don't want to look within. They don't want to, go within. And it's sad. And the only thing that they're doing is projecting. The only thing that they can project is their ugliness onto themselves. So that's who they are. That's where they prefer. That's what they chose. So they're gonna have to pay for those karmic debt, whether in the past life, the present, or the next life. But moving on. All of this when they can just focus on themselves, when they can just focus on what's really going on with them, why they're so unhappy, why they're so unsatisfied. Instead of attacking the collective, the tribe, they should be focusing on themselves and finding out why the fuck they feel that way. But no, this is not that type of energy. Not when like this. I don't think so. I gotta mess it up. Not when they're like this. Where'd that card go? That card in the house so bad. No. Not when they're in this motive or this move. That caught me in the house so bad. Now I really gotta mess it up because, yeah, cause that's how jacked up the energy is. Now, what is it? Yeah, so they can cover some shit up. And that's slick. And that's why that shit is blocked. Are they gonna be blocked from you energetically? I'll find it. Right now, they don't wanna pop out right now because they know. Cause this is who they really are. This is what they really aiming for. And that's how unfunny they really are. So let's only my ass. These ain't no damn fans. These are just individuals that's pretending to be fans so they can attack and keep on attacking. But guess what? They're going on. You can't attack everyone because everyone is not, afraid like you think they are. We allow you to think that we are. So that once you make that move, yeah, time to, get you out. I don't know. See, people do things to provoke people don't realize. Once you know who they really are, there's no coming back from that. There's no escaping that. People don't realize when you have to blind people, people don't realize when you already went through something that they're going through already, you have to literally blind them and show them why do they really want to be like you? I mean, are they really gonna move forward and you know keep it going, or are they gonna continue to fight off an energy that thinks that it's a game? And that's what I mean by cutting the cord, fighting off an energy that is no longer accepted, invited into your space, into your, you know, inner peace. And that's what they rather disturb. I mean, No, I don't think so. Not on my watch. I don't think so. You can check other people, but you won't be tweaking this one. Especially you can see right through them. So you find another escape route, another plan, another, place to do the motive, the tactic. So that shit is Uber. Done. Finished. Ain't no returning back. Ain't none of that. That call must have vanished because I could have sworn it must have vanished real fast. Make sure I have it still. Wow. Okay, revenge is the only card that's missing, but it's gonna be found. Right now, it's just hidden in plain sight right now. So yeah, they're hiding that they're out for revenge. They're looking for revenge. Yeah, they're hiding that shit. Yeah, they can't find the card. Yeah, they're hiding it. What the motive is. At least they think they are. Wow. Like I said, some of these individuals, they just do it just they can't get what they want. Mm, okay, let's see what this is. Ain't that some shit? When people think that you don't see the hidden motive. Okay. See, I knew it was hidden somewhere. Yeah. So this was the motive. I must have put it back in the card or something, because, yeah, that's the motive. Hmm. So, and that's confirmation. Anyway, moving on. So, regardless, of this individual, whoever they are, what the fuck they're doing, what the fuck they're planning, just know that you are onto them. You can see them. You have the facts, you have the proof, and then they will never, ever get away with it. So, the more you focus on you, the more you focus on your healthy well-being, the more they're just gonna be looking stupid, dumbfounded, and clueless. I mean, they could have just, focused on themselves, but these are the individuals that, well, they're not. So, keep your eyes open, focus on the bigger picture. And most importantly, keep your eyes on the prize because clearly they're not the prize. Because if they were the prize, they wouldn't be doing all this bullshit behind the scenes. Um, they wouldn't have to work with anyone. They wouldn't have to use anyone to do the dirty work. Yeah, clearly. So keep your eyes open. Be aware. And don't be fooled. You know, because one way or another, justice is going to be served one way or another, whether they like it or not. So they might as well go find something innovative, creative to do before the real justice comes out. They don't want that justice to come out. So, you know, it's like when you just stop giving people the benefit of the doubt and they just continuously do it, no, you have to show them otherwise. Ain't gonna be no talking. Show their ass otherwise. So, regardless of this individual, keep your eyes on the prize, keep your eyes open, and don't be no fool. Because they're not fooling anyone but themselves. So they might as well just focus on themselves and focus on why they're so unhappy and unsatisfied with their life. Why they're worrying about you, the collective, the ones that are free, the ones that are actually living, the ones that are actually loving themselves, loving their life. Yeah. Like I said, if they want to walk in your shoes so bad, they're gonna have to face the same pain, deal with the same pain. So they will start from scratch one, from the bottom, and you have to really ask them, do they still want to live your life? Do they still want to swap destiny? I don't think so. So, moving on. So, keep your eyes on the prize, be cautious, and don't be no fool.